Welcome to my healthy food place where we share ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. So today we want to talk on a subject that concerns every one of us, whether you be male or female, whether you are young or old. So let's talk about constipation. It affects every one of us. Help to like and share this live. Healthy food place, sharing ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. Yes, staying healthy without living your life on medications. That's exactly what I'm saying. That is the life I live. Living my life relying solely on natural foods. Using food as my medicine, not using medication all the time. Not using medication, routinely in order to stay healthy, but relying on foods. And so today we want to talk on constipation. Constipation is something that affects every one of us, and it's something that sometimes is often looked or neglected, but if not treated, if not addressed, constipation could turn to something very, very serious. And before we go to how to resolve the constipation, let me also firstly highlight some of the things that could cause constipation for you. Now, managing constipation is very, very easy. It's very, very easy. One of the easiest health issues to handle, if you ask me. But if you are ignorant, it looks like a big mountain. If you are consuming too much of processed foods, you will always be having constipation. And do not joke with it, because it can destroy your colon health, even sometimes requiring medical attention, sometimes surgery. Now, if you are experiencing it, you need to pay attention or be in this life, or you have someone, and maybe an elderly person who you are taking care of, or anyone that's related to you. Besides that, you can just get the knowledge, because constipation could happen anytime. I experienced an unusual kind of it recently, after many years of being free. And I want to share with you some of the things that caused it and how it was resolved. Some of the things that caused it are not even different from the things that cause constipation, which I am already mentioning. If you are friendly with bread, it's a leading cause of constipation. If you often take biscuits, processed food generally, they come with lots of sugars and trans fats from vegetable oil. You will always be having constipation. If you are friendly with refined, sugar, if you take too much of carbohydrates, I want you to pay attention, whether it is naturally occurring carbohydrates or maybe processed carbohydrates. If you are consuming much of carbohydrates, you will always be experiencing constipation. If you do not take sufficient water, particularly the water therapy, which I will be talking about again in this very life. If you are not taking water therapy, taking water the right way, you will be experiencing constipation. If you do not take fiber in your diet, when we talk of fiber, we are talking of raw fiber, raw foods, you will be experiencing constipation. If you consume lots of fiber, yes, fiber is good, but you do not follow it up with sufficient water, it will lead to the exact opposite of what you're looking for, and that is constipation. Now, if you are having a sedentary life, you do not move, whether for exercising or for whatever reason, if you do not move around, you're always sitting down, with your smartphone or watching your television or doing anything, whether you are a young person or an adult or even a senior, you are inviting constipation. Or if you are not already experiencing it, you are preparing ground for constipation. If you are someone that is not consuming sufficient food, now this one, I know some of you may not understand this particular point, but I'm sharing it from my own experience. If you do not take sufficient food, I mean healthy food, proteins, you will be experiencing constipation. If you do not include healthy fats in your diet, healthy fats like avocados, olive oil, coconut fat, almond fat, walnuts, and all these fats, fatty fish like the fish oil. If you are not including these fats in your diet, you will be experiencing constipation. So some of you are always in a hurry to rush for medication. But it is better if you are in a hurry to identify the cause of that constipation. It is better than to be in a hurry for medication, because if you identify the cause of that disease is halfway cured. Some of us, or some of you rather, are taking the medication while at the same time you are still feeding the disease. If you are consuming too much of sugars, whether from carbonated drinks or whichever, you are preparing ground for constipation. Now, if you are, whenever you are hungry, you go grab over-the-counter drink, maybe, I don't want to mention the brand names, but there are so many brands in the market. I mean, carbonated drinks that you can easily open, convenient drink that you can easily open and drink on the go. Most of them are high in sugars and they are carbonated, they are preserved. So if you are always taking these things, you are also preparing ground for constipation. Now let me explain the other point again, that if you are not consuming sufficient food, I learned this particular one later during my years of going through constipation. If your body doesn't get enough food, you'll be experiencing constipation. I mean, I'm talking of healthy food. It's not going to, even if you are experiencing the constipation, it won't go away until you have sufficient food in the body. I'm talking of healthy food. Then the unhealthy ones, the waste, will have sufficient force to push it out. Yes, they are always at loggerhead. So if you are trying to watch weight, let me throw a little more light on this point so that some of you who are trying to lose weight may understand why you need to still eat well and eat healthy. Now, if you are trying to lose weight, like I was trying to do several years ago, and then you are following portion. Yes, portion control was actually what led me to a kind of chronic constipation that I won't forget in a hurry. It lasted for almost 5 days. Yes, almost 5 days. And even after the days, it continues maybe with little, usually struggling to just release a little. Why? Because you are trying to portion. You don't want to be fat. So you want to reduce portion. So by the time you are trying to do that, the waste may not have sufficient force to go out. So they will both be sitting with the food you are consuming, and until sufficient food comes in, those ones may not also go away. So that is about that. There are several other things also that could cause you to be constipated, like insufficient sleep. Now, you may not also understand this one, that when you sleep well, you have a good night's sleep, your body detox system works at its best and is able to push out the waste. But when you are having sleepless night, or not sleeping well for whatever reason, now your constipation will be worse. All these things work together. And so this is just a highlight of a few of the causes. But There are several other causes, like when you are on certain medication, maybe you are not taking sufficient water, you will not be able to pass through because of the effect of the drugs. So these and more other reasons, several other, can't mention all because that's not the focus for today's life, because the focus is how to tackle it. And you can even identify the solution by looking at these problems already that are already identified. And so let me also highlight a few complications of constipation, because some of us make light of constipation. Constipation have claimed people's life. I mean, to my own knowledge, which I know. So don't joke with it. Constipation, complication, if you do not address it, it could damage your colon. I mean, even your urinary tract. It will start creating things like heart problems, bloating, stomach pains, hemorrhoid in some cases, anal fissures, and then sometimes it may even require surgery. If the waste do not go out, sometimes they get reabsorbed. And in this very life, I also want to share some of the things. Sorry. Okay. Goal gift, start goal, start timer, goal amount, 10 gift. Okay, let's start with this. Sorry. Okay. Don't play games. Okay. Let's just go ahead with this one. Gift goal, super chat, connect with your audience through highlighted messages. Okay. Yes. Very well. Okay. Okay. Okay, take this one. Thank you. So let's continue with our discussion on the complications of the constipation. Now, most of us have experienced constipation, maybe if it's not the severe form of it, maybe the mild form of it. At one point or the other in your life, you may have experienced constipation. And I want you to pay attention, because you are going to learn a lot from this life, because I want to share something, the way I was able to deal with it recently. Okay, yes. Hi, Ma, we are watching and listening right on, Mama. My lovely friend, Johnson Abebuka, I'm so glad to read and to hear from you again. It's been a while. I'm talking on constipation. Yes, it is something that we all experience at one time or the other in our lives. But I had one recently that actually motivated me to also want to share the experience. It was one that was frightening. But before I share it, I want to say that if constipation is not addressed, it can lead to a lot of other health issues, including high blood sugar. You all know that is what it does. High blood pressure, heart problems, lack of sleep. Just continue, name that problem. Urinary problems, bladder issues, gut issues, loss of appetite. There is no health issue that won't come up if constipation is not. Hello, you're welcome. Let me know where you are watching from. All of you that are commenting, I want to know where you are watching, including my lovely friend Abiebuka Johnson. Let me know your location where you are watching me. And Malos, hello. I also want to know where you are watching me from. So I'm saying that, many times we used to look at constipation from Turkey. Yes, you are watching from Turkey. Yes, my friend from Turkey, you are welcome, and I'm glad to have you. I'm talking on constipation. The inability to pass out your waste after many days. The metabolic process, as it's going on, you notice that the waste has to go out within few hours. Maybe some people say after 5-6 hours, don't mind. Just I can't, but I know that your name is familiar. I love you too. I know you are one of my favorite members here that attend my live, but it's a while now that I've not heard from you. Let me know your location right now, please. Yes, I remember your name, as you asked whether I remember you. Yes, I remember the name, but it's quite a while now that we've talked You are watching me from Australia, Abiebuka Johnson. I'm happy to have you, my friend from Turkey, and then you, Okuru from. Let me know your location. All of you that are watching me live now, I want to know your location. And we're talking on a very important subject. A subject, yes. Thank you for that gift. Yes, I remember, yes. I remember that you gifted me, and today you are gifting me again. That is very, very lovely. I'm really, really excited about it. One of my top gifters. You are gifting me so early. You're welcome. I love you all. So, I love that. Let me give you a like for that. Yes, I'm saying that the constipation, as we all know, is something that affects every one of us. Yes, including children, young people. And if you can manage your colon issues, remember that constipation is a gut issue, but directly a colon issue, because it is at the colon point that the waste are pushed out. Yes, the waste goes out from that point. And so if you have given room, either as a result of ignorance or for whatever reason, for your waste not to go out, after a day or 2 days, my dear, there is problem. I had one recently that lasted for 4 days. And this also reminds me, one of the things that could also cause constipation. So that, okay, my name is Sema. Sema, you are welcome to the house. Let me know where you are watching me from, Sema. I've seen my sister from Australia, my friend from Turkey, and then my gifter. I really welcome you. Then you, Sema, let me also know where you're watching me from. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to drop it right now. Yes, right now, because I will be attending to those questions from you. I will be, whether it is directly related to the subject I'm talking about, especially my top gifters. If you are a gifter in the house, drop your question. I will address it right away. Also from Turkey. Okay, you are welcome to the house. My friends from Turkey, a friend from Australia, and all of you that are watching me live. I'm talking on the constipation. I have chesty cough. Okay, go ahead. Yes, I love that. So if you are a gifter, please drop your question I'll go straight and address yours before I move on. I have chesty cough. I need to get rid of it by tomorrow. How can I do it? This is very, very lovely. Now, cough is one of the easiest ailments to stop. Now, I don't want to take your time, but let me encourage you by saying that I've not had cough for many years. Now, if you are having a chesty cough, there are few things that could be responsible, depending on your age. Let me know your age also. I'm a fan of yours. Okay, I'm seeing all those comments. All those my fans. I love you and appreciate you. Let me quickly drop your question, especially my top gifters. Don't forget, I will quickly take your question first. I am 19 years. Okay, now if you are 19 years and you are having a chesty cough, the first thing is to check the weather. The atmosphere of where you are. If the weather is quite cold, then you must ensure that the first thing to do is to ensure proper covering, especially your chest area. Ensure that cold does not get there, because coldness is sufficient to give you cough. Please, you can write these points down. I'm going to write down, mention the points, you can write down and hem. Okay, you are already saying it's very cold. You see why gracious grace is always on point. I don't know your location, but now you are saying that you are in England, and in England right now is quite cold. What I want you to do for me, in addition to other points I want to give you to go home with, and I assure you, the cough will soon be over. It is very, very, it will be. So number one thing is to ensure you are properly covered, especially your chest area, at all times. At night, ensure that your feet is also well covered, because most times cold gets to your chest from your feet. If your feet are usually exposed, maybe because you are still quite young, 19 years, you are quite young, ensure you use, I'm not saying you should wear stockings, or you should use either a warm wrapper or a soft wrapper or cloth to cover your feet. Please note these things down, because you are definitely going to be free from it if you get all these things. And by this, your body will remain warm at all times throughout the night. Number two thing you need to also do for me is to get yourself some garlic. Yes, you are very sweet. Thank you very much. You say I'm sweet. Yes, thank you for those lovely comments. Get yourself some garlic. Get yourself some ginger. Get yourself some bitter cola. I don't know whether you have these things there, but you can go to the African markets. Please. Get yourself these things. As a matter of fact, get yourself honey. If you can get a good Manuka honey, get yourself honey. But even if you don't have honey, you don't have to worry too much. You will still be fine. But if you have access to very good honey, go and get it. Get yourself these things, these items, these 4 items I have mentioned. And I want to tell you which one to use depending on how long that cough has been with you. Now, these things I mentioned, it depends on, there are some coughs that have lasted for a year. Some are 6 months. I've been able to help people with cough that lasted for 1 year. Now, another thing you need to also do, if you are drinking cold water, stop the cold water. Ensure that the water you take is warm. Please and please. At night, get yourself a flask. Put hot water there. Ensure that the water there is hot. If you want to take it warm. That's in addition to covering yourself properly. Then put in warm water. The number 3 points. I don't want to number them. If you are someone that takes coffee, you have to discontinue coffee for now. It's going to make the cough worse. Why? because it's very dehydrating. It's going to dry out the water, the fluid in your body, making you want to have the urge to cough. And if you are someone that is addicted to leafy teas like black tea, green tea, coffees, the moment you are having a cough and it's lingering, I made these mistakes while coming up, but not anymore, because I know the triggers. I know the feeders of cough. You need to stay away from them for now until you are okay. So because the caffeine they carry will cause more dehydration, making your body to be like you are tensed. And that tension will give you urge. We trigger that urge for you to want to cough. Please follow these tips. So you stay away from the caffeinated teas, caffeinated foods, leafy teas for now. And if you will have any tea, in case you love tea, if you get any teas like guava leaf, it's very great for cough, especially when the cough is just coming up. It's going to stop it. Even if it was made worse or even triggered by things like inflammations or some bacteria or too much sugar. Okay, somebody is asking me, is chai tea? Okay, now my friend. Now, are you a tea lover? I want you to respond to this question I'm asking. Are you a tea lover? Because it seems to be that you are a fan of tea like myself. I used to be a fan of tea a lot. Okay, this person say, I love coffee. Now, if you love coffee, you need to slow down if you are having cough. Please and please. Because the caffeine in the coffee will make your dehydration level high. And that will want to make you, trigger you to cough. The teas I will recommend for you, if you are a lover of tea, that can help you reduce the trigger. You can make yourself ginger tea. If you have access to ginger tea, add honey. You can even pair your ginger tea with turmeric, a little turmeric if you like. But even without, you can have your ginger tea. It's very, very soothing, it's okay. There are other caffeinated, non-caffeinated. I have said you can have your guava leaf tea. You can have your lemongrass. These are non-caffeinated teas that you can have. I mean, they will be able to reduce inflammations, aid your digestion and calm you down to sleep. Because one of the effects of that frequent coughing is that, okay, I'm hearing your response. I love milk chai teas. You're a lover, not coffee. Okay. Now, if you are also a lover of milk something, yes, it's not your friend. Milk is not your friend when you are having cough. Yes, you have to resist it, at least for a day or two. Be very careful with milk. It's inflammation causing. It's going to feed the bugs. It's going to feed the what called the fungus, so they can have more energy to give you, to trouble you. Now, if you are looking, there are other foods like this chai tea you are talking about. This chai tea, I'm not too familiar with the chai tea, but the most important thing to do is to read your labels. Before you take any tea, that's what I do, especially those packet teas. You must ensure to read the labels. Read the labels to ensure and make more investigation to know whether it comes naturally with caffeine. Because some of them are beautifully packaged, and it is even very hard for you to know that there is caffeine in it. So you may not be able to know, except you already have the knowledge, like myself. So if that chai tea is a leafy tea that comes with caffeine, you need to go back and look at it again and then stop it. And if it comes naturally with milk and you are still having the chesty cough, stop it for now. But when you are okay, you may go back and start, taking it moderately. But during the period of that irritation around your chest, you need to stop it. Then if that cough, I'm going back to the items I mentioned. Now, if that cough has lingered for long, I don't know how long it is. If you have taken remedies, taking medication, other things not responding. If you have access to bitter kola, what we call African bitter kola, I don't know that you have it there, but some of these African foods are found there. You can get it, and you don't need to take it twice, please. You don't need to take it for 2 days, please. Only once is what you need. Take it alone, or you pair it with honey. Honey is good for chesty cough. It has natural antibiotics too. So you take it only once in order to break that hold, because there is always a strong hold that must be broken before your chest will be relieved, before your bronchioles will be relieved. Even when you breathe, before you start feeling that your breathing is getting free. That's number one. But don't take it for more than 1 day, because you are also very young. It comes with natural caffeine, and it's going to make you feel very well in no distant time. Number two thing you need to also get, apart from ginger, which helps you with the early cough that is just taking off. Ginger is very good. Then the next thing is the garlic. Garlic, you must get these items. You should be able to get at least one of them for the chesty cough, and then discontinue the milk. You see, peanuts, if you are a lover of peanuts, you need to slow down on peanuts, because it can make the chesty cough worse. If you are also taking processed foods like biscuits, whether you call it cracker biscuits or rich tea biscuits, because I know you love all this sugary stuff, you need to stay away. I mean, those of you in the West, permit me to say that. You see, it may, if you take them, whether it is sugar-free or whatever, it's still going to cause acids. Now, some of these coughs are actually triggered, apart from some being triggered by coldness and cold water. These are the common triggers. Some are triggered by excess acid in the body. Yes, when you are consuming acidic foods, too much processed foods, if it gets to the point when the acidic level is far higher, you're asking me whether can you test burger and fries? I may eat it later. Now, you have just reminded me of the fries. You seem to eat junk, my friend. You just eat. You eat junk a lot. Because young people like you, they like to eat junk food. You are still asking me whether I should consume burger and fries. Do not go to the fries. Don't go to the fries. Because those fries are the real reason why acid buildup gets on the increase. Now, you may say, these laws are too much, I cannot keep them. No, you only have to keep them for a season. You have to keep them for the season that the cough is, troubling. Okay, yes, you can take it grilled. Yes, you're asking me whether grilled. Yes, grilled foods are better for you. But yes, you can grill it. Grill it. But don't fry it. Yes, don't fry your. And then, apart from grilling it, you need to be careful with the content of the burger. The food that can help you with your burger, ensure that you have sufficient onions. Is good for your cough. Sufficient garlic is good for your cough. Get your ginger. These are things that must be inside the food. It's good for your cough. It's going to help you reduce acid. Somebody is writing, excuse me, man, how long can you keep jedi, the one you mix with water? I don't get that. Yes, you can. You are laughing. Yes, grill, but only. Okay, grill burger only, but don't take it too much. The best foods for you when you are experiencing cough, liquid foods are good for you. Alkaline foods, vegetables are good for you. Reduce the processed foods, fried foods. Go for real fats like olive oil. Ensure that you are selective. If you take those fats, unhealthy fats, it's going to trigger the cough. You start coughing again. And most times it gets worse at night. You know why it gets worse at night? Because your body wants to relax. So all those things you ate during the day, the triggers, they will kickstart and you will start coughing. And then you need to get yourself mint. I think during one of my lives, I told you to always have mint. If you're always having respiratory issues, if you're always having things like this coughing, if you're having congested bronchioles, every time you want to cough, then you need to have this mint occasionally to use it to steam, to do steam inhalation in order to allow heat and warmth to travel around your body. And most times when you do this steam inhalation by dropping a drop or two of the mint oil, there are other essential oils that can help you do this. By the time you do the steam inhalation, you see heat coming out of your body. Sweat, you see yourself sweating. You may cover yourself with a blanket. So by the time you do this, after all those sweating, you see the tension will come down. Then you eat something healthy. Ensure there's not too much sugar. Remember, sugar makes everything worse. There are other healthy sweeteners you can use. Around where we are, we have a series of them. Like you can use the date syrup or date fruit. You can use the honey, and I think honey is almost everywhere. So you need to have it around to use it for some remedies. You can take it with your ginger. Ginger is particularly good. Take it with your ginger, and then take garlic along, depending on how long it has been with you. There is none of them does the same thing. They work differently. What ginger does is to help your stomach to be producing acid so that you have appetite. Because when the cough comes, the stomach may not be able to produce, because of the coldness and the dampness around your lungs, around your respiratory tract. The dampness may not allow the production of hydrochloric acid and acid for digestion. So you may not even have hot, but ginger will help to resolve that. That's why you should get all these spices differently. Don't say one may not do what the other one will do for you. The garlic helps to handle fairly long-standing cough and reduce inflammations and kill bacteria. But sometimes bacteria help to worsen them. It will help to reduce it. Then the ginger will help to start the process of you being hungry. Because the moment you start getting hungry, and ensure you are taking warm water all the time, warm water. And if you feel that the warm water is too empty, no nutrient in it, you can start adding a little ginger into it. You add a little ginger and honey to take it. Take it frequently. Within 2-3 days, you'll be done. That's one beautiful thing about cough. It goes very fast. It doesn't take time. Once you do the right thing and discipline yourself for 2 or 3 days, you start feeling better immediately. You avoid those acidic foods. Avoid the fries, as I said. So, you can juice some of your foods. Make them liquid and take it. Yes, so that to avoid too much stress on your gut. Excuse me, ma, how long can you keep jedi? Now, talking of jedi, I don't get you. I don't know what you mean by how long. Are you talking of the mixture? If you have jedi mixture, you need to The one you mix, you need to ask the person that you bought it from, because they know when they prepared it and how long it's going to last. So you don't have to, you know, be, that kind of question. I may not be able to give you accurate answer because I am not actually the one that, you know, prepared it, that arranged the preparation for you. So that is, ensure your bowel is moving. Friend Jassy, my friend Jassy, just let me call you the name, just Jassy. I think it's better I short it. I make it short. So ensure that you are properly hydrated with warm water, and then ensure you get enough rest. If you are not resting, reduce stress. It's going to make your cough worse. And ensure that you are not constipated. Yes, ensure that you are not constipated. If you have fruits like papaya, helps to tackle cough. Pineapple is great for you. If you have organic pineapple, it can help you deal with cough. Now, guava leaf tea, you have access to the tea. You can boil it and drink. It will help you to deal with cough. Yes, pineapple. There are other fruits like papaya, it can help you. These are not food that irritates the intestine, irritates your throat. Fruits like I've mentioned lemongrass. So get them, and then if you need something for energy, you can make yourself oats. Yes, make yourself oats. Then add some of the seeds and spices like the sunflower seed, the sesame seeds, the pumpkin seeds. Add little of these seeds, maybe roasted, to ensure that you have healthy fats to support your heart health. You have vitamin E to support your heart health. You have the minerals, zinc, to help to boost your immunity. Because sometimes cough comes as a result of low immunity. When your immunity is low, sometimes it manifests by cough. So you need to boost your immunity by consuming things. If you need food for energy, for instance, take boiled egg. It won't hurt. Don't fry your egg. Boil it. You can take as much as 1 or even 2. It's not going to hurt. Ensure that there is garlic, ginger in your daily diet. Turmeric in small amount. These are foods that will continue to reduce the acid buildup in your body. Ensure that you take leafy greens. If you have access to moringa tea is loaded with nutrients and it's naturally caffeine free. It's going to help you with a lot of other things without irritating the cough. It doesn't act. Some foods are irritants. Foods like popcorn. Avoid those irritant foods. Biscuits are irritants on your chest, so avoid them. And they will even cause you to have constipation, so that you don't have to, be building up to constipation, whereas you are trying to deal with cough. The best oil for you is, if you are experiencing cough, is cold pressed olive oil. Coconut oil is good, but it's not good when the cough is already living with you. That's my own experience. If the cough is already living with you or you're dealing with it, the best oil is the olive oil, the cold pressed olive oil, in order to reduce inflammations. But if you start taking coconut and all its derivatives, though it's a healthy fat, but you may trigger it. You can eat foods like avocados. These are good fat. They have nutrients that will help you. If you have access to avocado, get yourself avocado in the morning to help you with good fats. Because without good fats, your body cannot overcome any disease. That is the truth. No matter what you take, no matter what medication you take, it can't set you, it can't resolve it until you start bringing in those things that your body needs to build, to repair. Proteins, healthy fats, vitamins and minerals. These are very, very important. And you can get them from your seeds, spices, nuts, and then You can also take fatty fish. Yes, fatty fish will help to strengthen your immunity and reduce inflammation generally. I hope you are fine with that. My top gifter, I believe I've been able to, attend to your question and then reduce your milk. I already said that before. Then you stop the coffee for now. Okay, you are asking where am I from? This is Nigeria. This is West Africa. West Africa. I'm in West Africa, Nigeria, West Africa. That's where I am. That's where I'm having this life from. So you have told me you are from Turkey. I think if I'm not wrong, yes. So there is another person that I'm leaving out. He says he's 16 years old, Matoas Okuru. Can you let me know your location? Okay, you say you are in England. Okay, Matoas Okuru, you are 16. Let me know where you are chatting from and what question you want to ask. Okay, somebody is saying, thanks, ma. One day I'll give you 1,000. Okay. Okay, I say amen to that. And you have gifted me again. I'm so happy about it. You have gifted me almost 100% of what you gifted me before. You're actually one of my top gifter today, and I'm very, very happy. You actually made my day, Jesse. So I wish you a speedy recovery from that chesty cough, and you're going to be fine if you follow my tips. You definitely let me like this your gifting again. You've gifted me another one in addition to the earlier one. Thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you, and will always do that. So thank you, bye bye, and do enjoy your day. So I want to hear from my friend Okuru. Okuru, let me hear your question. You have one or two questions. If I have any other gifter in the house, let that gifter drop the question. I would like to attend to it. All my gifters, all my top gifters, if you have any question regarding your health, you want to stay healthy naturally, you want to live your life like mine, you want to be free from medication, you want to start enjoying a healthy body, drop your question, drop it right now. I will be reading and I'll be glad to respond to it. I'll be glad. If there are no more top gifter in this house, then you can ask your question. I'm watching you from here. Wait. My friend Jesse has gone. You have sent me bye-bye. I say bye to you. I've responded to let you know where I am from. So where are the other commentators? Let me hear from you. 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 Yeah. Let me hear from you. Please drop your question or your comment, or we go straight and continue to talk about the constipation. Remember, we still have something to say about constipation. So, without any other question from my gifters or from all of you that are watching me, let me say that if you want to stop constipation naturally, these are the ways, what I do, and it works. Pay attention and listen. Number one, if the constipation arose as a result of a previous diarrhea, loose stool, you do not have to worry too much. It is a process of healing. I want you to listen and listen good. If you are experiencing 1 or 2 days, this is based on my own experience, because we are all different when it comes to colon health. We are all different. Some people pass 2 or 3 tubes a day. Some are okay with one. Some one. So you know how your own system works. So you do not have to assume that because Mr. A, empties the bowl every morning and you are not doing it. That is not to say that something is wrong with you. Not at all. That may be how your own colon works or behaves. Some people 2 times a day. And even with all of that, some still experience things like hemorrhoids. And so I am sharing this based on my own experience, that I had a rare kind of constipation. I know what caused it. It was actually caused by the consumption of a particular processed food. And that arose as a result of just, one of those habits, some of us. You know something is not healthy and you just want to play with it. And I tell you, you pay dearly for it. You want to play with unhealthy food, like bread. That was exactly the case in this one. Especially for seniors. Don't play with, especially unhealthy bread that is store-bought, not baking. If you follow my channel, if you watch me, you see that I bake my own healthy version, and they are quite healthy, with only the ingredients that are healthy for me. But if it's the commercially baked bread, Chinelo, okay, Chinelo, Ogba, you are welcome to the house. But if it's a commercially baked bread with yeast, flours, and the rest of it, you may not escape chronic constipation. And if that happens, that constipation will have to go through a slow process of getting rid of the acid. And it will begin by consuming alkalining foods. Alkalining foods must be consumed for a few days. Alkalining foods like carrot, cabbage. This is in addition to early morning water therapy. That's the first thing. You start taking lots of water. Now, a lot of people wonder why they are taking water and constipation is not going. Water is not enough. I had been in that condition before, when they say take enough water, take enough water. You are taking all the water, yet the constipation isn't going anywhere. Water is not enough to deal with constipation. If you caused the constipation as a result of too much acidic foods or foods like bread and biscuit, it must go through a process. And that process begins with the water therapy. Warm water with lemon juice. Then the constipation continues because the acids are there. They are already built up and they need to slowly go out. They need to slowly be pushed out. So then you follow it up by consuming the alkalining foods, cucumbers, apples. You can list them down. Take them and don't be worried. The last constipation I had lasted for 4 days. I know why. I wasn't worried. Before I was almost worried. Almost worried, but not completely worried, because I knew what went wrong. Now, if you know what went wrong, then you are completely in charge. So I knew what went wrong and was building up the alkaline base in my body, because I lost it. When I talk of losing your balance, the balance was lost when the acidic foods came in, when the processed foods came in. So don't go to that extent, especially seniors. But everyone will desire or deserve a good health. So start consuming the alkaline foods in addition to water therapy. And then bring in healthy fats. Healthy fats, avocados, if you have access to it, other fats, fatty fish, but the best oil that you need to take if you are experiencing chronic constipation on empty stomach, at a matter of fact, on the 4th day, on the 3rd and 4th day, after water therapy, I had to take a teaspoon of cold pressed olive oil on empty stomach in order to help prevent the reabsorption of all those toxins that have been lying there all this day. I mean, for 3-4 days. I don't know whether any of you have experienced constipation that lasted for 3 or 4 days. You should drop it in the comment section, please. Drop it there. Drop it if you have experienced it. I would like to, see it so that it doesn't look like I'm the only one. And so you take the cold pressed olive oil on empty stomach. I want you to listen, because if you don't get it, if you don't address it properly, it may not go away. They get reabsorbed. And when those toxins that are staying for 3 days, 4 days, get reabsorbed, you start feeling weak, you start feeling sluggish, you start having loss of appetite. Sickness don't start with that. Some of you that are still ignorant, you say, oh, I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm not feeling well. You rush for medication. That's not it. Understand what is going on, and you won't have to worry. Once you understand what exactly is going on, because after consuming the alkaline foods, it's not going to be instant. They have to go like you are pushing in the good to help to push out the bad. So it's something that will take a few days, especially if you experience something like diarrhea, kind of unusual cleaning of your intestine, before you start experiencing that constipation. You don't have to worry, my dear. In my own case, I don't normally worry. But when it begins to enter the 4th day, I was like praying also. Yes, sometimes we got to pray. I was praying, saying, Lord, I don't want this 4th day. I began to pray while doing all of this. God, I don't want to go beyond 4 days. I've been following the process. I mean, the thing got locked up. Some of you, if you ever experience when your intestine and your colon is like locked, when you even get to the small room, to the toilet, there is no even any sign that is going to move. That was exactly this condition, and that is usually very bad. And in that situation, you need to suspend the cooked foods as much as you can, whether it's the vegetables are cooked or not. You need to just be careful with cooked foods, because it's not going to give you any result. If you want to eat food, let it be raw vegetables, raw carrot, cabbage, raw apples with proteins. Eat your proteins very well. Take your olive oil. If you have other things like black-eyed cowpea, like beans and legumes, you can go ahead and take them to get protein, because they are also essential. They're essential in your diet. So you bring in proteins. I did that too. And after some time, some of us said, no, we don't want beans again, because it causes gas, it causes this, especially when we consume it in large amounts. We said, no, it's causing us to gas, it's causing us distress, and because of these complaints, some of us, we abandon it for too long. These are some of the mistakes I made. So when you abandon it for too long, your body will have no option than to start warming up for constipation. I mean, very, very serious constipation. And so you need to bring in some of these foods. Yes, hi. Let Bishop Obiora. Bishop Obiora, you're welcome to my life. And let me know your location also. Even Chinelu, my friend Chinelu from Ogba. You are also welcome to my life. I'm talking on how to deal with chronic constipation. And I had a horrible one lately, and it was because of just doing small unfruit. Some of you that love cakes, maybe you go to a party, you went to a party and the cakes were flying around, some of these unhealthy foods. You couldn't just resist, you decided to eat bread and certain food. That was what happened in my case. Just it was a case of long throat, little long throat. And then the payday came. Payday must come if you indulge in unhealthy foods, not homemade, especially seniors. The younger ones may get away mildly because of the way their stomach is still actively bringing up digestive juice, and they are still active. But if you are already in your 60, you're over 60 like us, you're more than 60 years, you have to be extra careful, my dear. You have to be extra careful. That years of long throat, your body may no longer be able to take it. You are eating cakes, you're eating bread, you're eating crackers, and anything that you see, you are drinking minerals. Your body may no longer accept that. You can't cope anymore. That is just the case. And the resultant effect is constipation. And when it starts, you need to be determined, consistently consistent, before it's going to go away, or else it will last for days. And then there is also a caution. All the belly or stomach, colon health, everybody is unique. That's what I found out over the years. There are certain people, elderly people like you and I, that you will eat the same food with, and their body is moving freely. I'm telling you, every day we are learning. Their body is moving. I'm sharing my own experience, the way it goes with me. And I know a lot of people, based on my chat with individuals, I think a lot of people also experience similar things, especially older adults in their 60s. But then there are very few exceptions. They are just different. You eat the same food. The next minute they are going to empty their bowel, you'll be wondering, what exactly is wrong with you? My dear, nothing is wrong with you. You are just unique. You are just fearfully made. You are just different. Your colon is different. And so you have to deal with it that way. But what is similar in most of these is eating healthy foods. When you bring in healthy foods, your body recognizes that this is healthy food. Your body identifies that this is healthy food. But when you bring in unhealthy food, that's nothing. It's unhealthy. Your body sees it as unhealthy, and it's going to treat it as such. It's going to treat it as such. So I was able to scale through using water therapy, from water therapy to raw foods, from raw foods to cold pressed olive oil on empty stomach, and from cold pressed olive oil to probiotics, fermented foods, fermented millet. Some won't move until you bring in fermented millet. You know, it's a source of fiber. It's going to help to increase the fiber in your diet and increase the healthy gut bacteria. I always have it at home. When such constipation comes and all things have been tried, all water, raw foods, olive oil, the rest healthy fats, and it's not working, my dear, I'm not a pap person, but I'll start preparing the fermented millet. And once that comes in, it must move. Abandon all your healthy fats, all your unhealthy foods. Focus on healthy fats alone. You're going to move. Healthy fat, oats with soluble and insoluble fiber. Sometimes the constipation may be made worse because of the presence of cholesterol. So if you are taking foods like oats, it's going to help with soluble and insoluble fiber to push it. Foods like apples are very great because it's going to help to push the cholesterol to move. Include foods like garlic. Sometimes bacteria are there. Take foods like flax seeds on empty stomach. It's going to help to push it, to trap them. Remember, it contains lignans, plant proteins that helps you. It is also omega-3. Sometimes, absence of some of these minerals makes everything worse. You've been making all the effort to move the colon. It seems nothing is working. Try the flaxseed. And if flaxseed, of course, most times it will give you results. But if it didn't, it may be that it has interacted with oxygen. Or maybe you bought the already grounded flaxseed that has been in the store for long. It's no longer effective. Some of them are not effective any longer. You need to hear this one also. Then you need to soak some chia seeds. Soak chia seeds for a few hours and drink on empty stomach to help you. Why these seeds are important is because they are not coming with calories. They are going to be able to penetrate even when cholesterol is there and break the cholesterol. And they come with nutrients, little amount of protein, omega-3s. Then all these are needed, especially in seniors, to help to break through the colon and break through the stool. Break it and push it out. Yes, it's going to help you to clear it, because you are working to clear the waste, and you must make sure you are not bringing in more waste. You know why some of you or some of us in the past, when during the years of ignorance, were having serious problems with constipation is that we didn't understand the process. Most of these things I'm teaching you. While you are taking it, you are complaining of the constipation. Oh, you saw carbonated things, so I don't even have appetite to eat anything. It is the toxins, the sugars. And instead of you to deal with it, you are still drinking more. You say, oh, all I can take is drink. What drink? Sugar. That will make your condition worse. I've heard people say it, and I laugh, because it's ignorance. You only need to drink what is healthy. You only need to take what is healthy, or else you will be aiding the constipation. Whether you call it liquid, but as long as it's corked in a bottle, it's bought from the shelf, it's ready to drink. It's not homemade. It comes with lots of sugars and preservatives, sometimes with flavors. It's going to make your condition worse when you are experiencing constipation. Though you need water. Some people are asking questions, is it not all water? No, it's not all water, my dear, because they come with sugars. They come with other things that your body may not be in the position at that time to deal with. Whereas your body is working on to deal with the toxins that are trapped inside. You are still bringing in more. Are you not making the condition worse? You're not helping. We need to help our body to help us. You know, if you know what your body needs in order to do its job, provide it. That's all we are saying. The moment you provide it, your body is able to do its own job. It's going to heal. That is truth. I have found out over the years. Your body can handle it if you provide the raw materials. The problem is, most times we do not do our own part by bringing the necessary materials that our body needs to work. But if only you can do it, everything gets moving. Your colon, your gut health will be reset. Hi, my friend Bishop C. Obiora. Is there anything you want to comment, or you want to say something about constipation, or you want to comment or say something? I can see you have been listening to me, or you have any question. Let me also know where you are watching me. Chinelo Ogbe. And I'm calling it Ogbe. It's not Ogba, it's Ogbe, it's Ogbe. Chinelo, let me know your location Bishop Obiora, let me also know where you are. This is Healthy Food Place. Don't forget to subscribe. Grace Enemal is my name, and I share the things that are working for me. Over 60 years, no medication for blood pressure, blood sugar, arthritis, or whatever. Food is what I use as my medicine. And this is a life I've been living for over a decade. And that's what I share. And if you love that type of life, to be free of all this too much medication and start using food to reverse a host of ailments, then this is the right place to be. Join Healthy Food Place and subscribe, become a member, so that you will definitely follow my lifestyle. The life that I'm living is worth it. So let me have your comments. If you want me to assist you to respond to any question or any aspect, it may not have to be with constipation, but on the issue of constipation, I've given you 5 tips in addition to telling you the things to avoid: water therapy, raw foods, healthy fats, ensure to exercise, do exercise, then include probiotics. These are the 5 things. Probiotics, fermented foods, exercising, healthy fats, and I told us the healthy fats. I did a video during the week around that topic, and I thought we should also talk about it, because we all need to hear it again and again. It affects everybody, whether male or female. Constipation, whether you are young or including babies. Even if you have a baby, a young child is always constipated, you need to be knowledgeable on how to handle it. Some of you, even when the child has not passed through for days, we haven't had the experience, but nobody taught us. But now you have to eat bread without the right food, and that child will be malnourished, experiencing constipation all the time. And at some extreme cases, they start complaining of their stomach. And before you know it, you are off to buy what? Medication. What you need is food, not much of these medications. That money you are using to run around for me, you can use it to buy healthy food, healthy fat, instead of those noodles and pastas, those bobo and whatever you are giving them. All those, what do they call it? Popcorn. No? With all those sticky popcorn you are giving them. Buy healthy food. All those fried foods you are giving to your children, give them healthy foods with healthy fats, natural foods, and there will be no case with constipation. Give them quality protein. Malua Okuru. Yes, Okuru, I was asking you your location and you left. You didn't tell me where you are. And you are my young boy. I think you say you are 16. I was interested in attending to you, but you didn't drop any question. Okuru, what question do you want to ask before we round up? Because I will soon be rounding up the live. Yes, we've been here for almost, I think, more than 1 hour now, and I will soon be rounding it up. Yes. Hi. You are so sweet. I really love you. Yes, thank you for that, Okuru. Thank you for that comment. But let me know where you are watching me from, your location. Thank you for those beautiful comments. Yes, what can I do for you? What can I do for you, my young Okuru? Okay, you're from Turkey. Okay, my name is Sema. Okay, from Turkey. Yes. I have, how many of you? There are others from Turkey. I think we are becoming a bigger community. Very soon we'll have a bigger community in Turkey. Yes. So you are welcome. What question do you want me to answer for you? You have been watching me for some time and making very good comments, wonderful comments about my life and even myself. Thank you for those comments. Okay, you're asking whether I'm working. I don't really get the question. I don't get that question. So let me have more comments. So because I will be rounding it up in a few minutes, I want to thank all of you who have watched, who have sat down watching me and listening to me. I want to thank all of you for your comments. I want to thank my gifters. Thank you for your gifts. Thank you for your subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please kindly do so that you will watch more. You will learn more of my tips on how you can stay healthy naturally. Your smile warms my heart. Oh, so many comments. My smile warms your heart. I love that. Thank you so much. All of you who are commenting, wonderful comments, beautiful comments. So I've been able to share a few tips on how you can. Yes, I heard that. I know you are 16 years old. Thank you so much. I've been able to share a few tips on how you can stop constipation, how you can reverse it, the common causes, complications, and then to attend to some of you who dropped your questions. And at this point, I want to say once again, thank you all for coming, and don't forget to subscribe to my Healthy Food Place. And not only subscribing, to become a member of this channel, because you have so much to learn and to gain. Thank you for coming. See you again.